Kathleen Peddicord, why would I want to own real estate overseas? It's hard enough owning it right here.
It sure is. But the key idea here, the big idea here, is diversification. And I think in the current global climate, that's more important than it's ever been. And every investor needs to be thinking about it. And this is, buying real estate overseas, I think is the best way to diversify, because it's not only diversification of your assets and your investments, it's diversification of your life.
When you say every investor, are you saying the average investor can own apartments and houses overseas and make money? And if so, how much?
Exactly. The average investor can. I'm an average investor. I started out with almost nothing. And anybody can do this. I know hundreds, thousands of people over the years who have done this, who've made good money. But more than that, what they've done is use this as a way to really expand their whole experience, their whole lifestyle. You can make big money if you buy right in key markets, and over the past decade, a lot of people have made big money buying real estate. In the current climate, though, you're not buying for big appreciation, you're buying more for yield, for cash flow, and the returns are going to be more modest. But what you're doing really is safeguarding money, you're storing money for long term. This is legacy kind of investing, but it's very realistic even in the current climate to make double-digit yields, 10 to 15% cash flow from rental.
Can you give me an example of how someone, say, like an overeducated, underpaid journalist like myself, can buy a property in a foreign land and make money? And give me the market, actually.
Okay. The first thing to do is to think about what you're buying for, why you're buying, and that will help direct you to where. But say you just are open to the possibilities. Where would I direct you right now? I'd say, look, right now, one of the best markets would be Panama. Panama is a boom market. That economy continues to expand primarily because of the Panama Canal. It's a kind of a cash cow for Panama. It has been for the past decade. Through the meltdown of 6-7 years ago, they had no problem. Panama's economy has expanded every year for the past 6 years. That market will continue to expand short, mid, and long term, primarily because of the Panama Canal.
So I go down to Panama, I look around for houses, apartments, and then what happens next?
You need an attorney. That's my primary first recommendation to someone, especially someone new to this. You get on a plane, you go to the market, as you said, you go down there, you walk around, you get to know, you get your bearings, you get the lay of the land. You find an attorney, an English-speaking attorney who's done this before, who has helped foreigners to invest, someone you can speak to and feel comfortable with. That's your ally, because there are pitfalls, there are dangers, there are caveats, there are ways this can go wrong, of course. So you need someone who understands, and that's your attorney.
And the biggest risk is, other than losing your entire principal,
right,
what else could happen that could go wrong?
The biggest risk, of course, is market risk, market and currency, because this allows you to diversify across the board. Asset type, market, economy, government, and currency. So all those are risks. We've seen right now what's going on in Cyprus, for example. Things can explode, implode, completely fall apart. But at the end of the day, that's why I think real estate makes so much sense, because the market can fall apart, but you still have an asset. It's a real asset. The value may rise and fall. The economy around it, the government behind it may rise and fall, but again, you want to be diversified. So taking everything you have from the United States and putting everything you have into one other market, that's not diversification. So no matter what you have, what you're looking to do is to spread it around a little bit. I really recommend Panama, but unless you have only enough to consider one small investment, I'd say you want to look at Panama and another market. Don't take everything from the U.S. and put it into, say, Panama. That's not diversification either.